Lesson 11. Prosperity with God. Genesis chapter 37 to 50. The life of Joseph. In Jacob's old age, Joseph, who was born to Rachel, whom he loved, was especially loved by his father. In addition, he boasted of the dream of being bowed down by the sea, moon, and stars, and 11 sheaves of grain, and told his father about the brothers' mistakes, thereby earning the brothers' envy and hatred. When you have received a vision from God and love from others, but you are proud and boast about it, you will have difficulties in your relationship. So when he went to his brother who were tending sheep as his father's errand, he was sold as a slave by the brothers and sent to Egypt. While serving as a slave in Potiphar's house, where he was sold, the Lord was with Joseph, a faithful young man, and prospered in all his affairs. So Potiphar entrusted himself with everything. However, Potiphar's wife continuously asked Joseph to sleep with him. However, when Joseph, who lives before God, refuses to do so, he is framed and Joseph is sent to prison. The world, that is, the secularistic depravity trend, causes believers to stumble, lead them into life of sin, and if they disobey it, they will suffer injustice. Saints living in a world where everything cannot be explained rationally, like casualty and retribution, may sometimes become discouraged due to the limiting circumstances encountered in life, but they must live by relying on the invisible providence of God. Joseph interprets Pharaoh's dream through experience of interpreting dreams of the 2 criminals in prison. The king saw that God was with him and made Joseph the prime minister of Egypt. His journey from being the son of the beloved patriarch to becoming a slave and from there to a prison was the guidance of God, training him as a prime minister. As God has shown through Pharaoh's dream, there was a severe drought across the land, and Joseph, who had prepared for this in advance, met his brothers who came to Egypt to buy food, and the whole family came to Egypt. Joseph did this when his brother who sold him were afraid of retaliation, and Joseph said to them, "Don't be afraid. Am I in the place of God? You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. So then, don't be afraid. I will provide for you and your children." The life of Joseph, sold by those close to him, like Jesus, overcoming the temptations of sin and falsely accused. One of the 2 sinners was saved, exalted after suffering, and provided food for his people to save lives and forgive those who sold them. He walked the path of the shadow of Jesus in many other areas, such as the life of Joseph, who trusted in an invisible God and was faithfully faithful, even in difficult circumstances, clearly demonstrates God's providence to save his people. No matter what happens in our lives, we hope that we will live each day faithfully, remembering the providence of God's working in it. Thank you.